Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the ribbon cutting of our wonderful new event center here at Alabama A&M University. We're going to go along with the program as printed for the most part, and I had a lot of great words of wisdom and things I was going to bestow on all the special guests here, but I'm going to leave that to our wonderful 12th President, Dr. Daniel K. Williams, who will bring welcome this morning.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. He leaves me to make all the mistakes, right? But good morning again. For those who were with us yesterday, this is another great day in the history of the Bulldog Nation and Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University family. Give yourselves a warm round of applause for being here. So before we get started, I would like to acknowledge and welcome some very important people, beginning with our Board of Trustees. I do have a list here, but please raise your hand, and raise your hand so I can see. Starting with our Chairman Pro Tem, Dr. Dwayne Watts, our Chairman of the, trying to remember which committee. There you go, Green Initiatives, Trustee Ginger Harper, Trustee Chris Robinson, and Trustee John Hackett. But also joining us is our Faculty Senate President and Distinguished Professor, Dr. Jeanette Jones, Trustee Dr. Jeanette Jones, and is our SGA President here today? There she is. Please give all of them a warm round of applause. Trustee Jayla Green Muscati. Thank you. Thank you so much. Also, we have with us today our illustrious President Emeritus, the 11th President of Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University, Dr. Andrew Hougini. And joining him is both of our boss, the wonderful, just don't get her angry, Miss Abigail Hamilton Hougini. Please welcome her. She was a high school principal in South Carolina. I know I'm taking liberties, but we got a shorter program today, so we can take a few liberties. And she is the only one whose high school was like my father's. There was not a sound nor a student out of place. And I learned very quickly that when she speaks, you better listen. But we're very, very grateful for them and for her being here. Well, cabinet members, will you raise your hand and be recognized? Thank you, thank you, thank you. All faculty and staff, please raise your hand. Faculty and staff simultaneously. All right, thank you for being here. Finally, two very important groups will students, all of our students, the best students anywhere in higher education, please. There you go, let us hear you. And the alums, the Bulldog Nation, please let us hear you. Where are you? All right. Thank you for coming. We have a number of elected officials that are on program, community leaders. Will you please raise your hand to be recognized? All elected officials. All elected officials. So we thank all of our supporters, financial partners, the Alabama A&M Construction and Project Management team, and everyone who's a member of this family and had some part to play. Thank you for being here and for sharing with us. We invite all of you to share in our excitement as we add this immense structure to our growing physical plant. For some time, the university has gradually worked to implement various aspects of its master plan, and doing so has called for the renovation of some existing facilities, the demolition of others, and like today, the addition of new facilities and capital projects. For many HBCUs, new structures like this are a difficult proposition and are often accompanied by obstacles and, in today's world, many, many delays. Thus, we owe special thanks to those who played a role in making our event center a reality. We're also glad that Mr. William Fisher of the HBCU Capital Loan Program has supported us, and hopefully he was able to join us today. Is Mr. Fisher here? All right. Well, we thank him in absentia, and please make sure that you relay those sentiments. After our formal ceremony, we will invite you to check out this facility for yourself. We believe you will share our awe about the many opportunities this structure will provide for the campus community, for the North Huntsville community, and for Huntsville and Madison County in general. This facility is available for community use, thus the name Event Center. And we have many amenities here that are not just for athletic enterprises, but we have classrooms here, we have stadium-style seating in some rooms, we have other amenities here that if you walk around and tour, you will see that is a multi-purpose event center. So thank you for being here today. Thank you for your support. And as always, we like to say, go Bulldogs. I'm sorry, I'm taking you off.
Thank you, Dr. Wims. Next, our Dr. John Jones, our Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, will do the occasion.
Protocol having already been established, good morning. University is one of the most impressive, imposing, important ideas known to mankind. Buildings, classrooms, laboratories, and equipment, the educational infrastructure, if you will, are crucial elements of the learning environment of all universities. And it is critical to the campus population of students, parents, staff, and visitors. As such, over 2 years ago, the Board of Trustees set into motion the construction of a 135,000 square foot facility that would be designed with a seating capacity of 6,000. The multi-million-dollar structure would also accommodate major university activities, among them commencement, convocations, men's and women's basketball, and women's volleyball. Over 100 persons later attended the groundbreaking ceremony held at this site on November 19th, 2020. This event center also houses 3 meeting rooms, an area for the Alabama A&M University Athletic Hall of Fame, and 2 event suites. Moreover, it includes locker rooms, training rooms, and an industrial kitchen with the capacity to provide meals for all events on campus. This facility will not only lift the sports profile for our outstanding student athletes, but it will simultaneously help transform the landscape of North Huntsville. Thank you all for sharing this special occasion with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. Next, we'll have the invocation this morning by Pastor Troy Garner, Fellowship of Faith Church.
As Solomon dedicated the temple in 1 Kings 22, 1 Kings 8:22, he said, Lord, the God of Israel, there is no God like you in heaven above, nor in earth beneath. You will keep your covenant. You have kept your promise. With your mouth you have promised, and with your hand you have fulfilled it this day. Let us pray. God, on this beautiful day, as we approach your throne of grace with gratitude in our hearts, as we cut the ribbon on this beautiful event center, we dedicate every 135,000 square foot to you. Bless this place. May your spirit inhabit this place. May this event center be a monument in Ebenezer stone that declares it is the Lord who hath helped us. Bless the purposes of this event center. May it be used to bless students and this community for generations. Bless the personnel. May they be good stewards of this facility. Bless the plans whereby ultimately you will be glorified. Bless the patrons and partners, all of those who frequent this place. May they see your faithfulness towards Alabama A&M. In your matchless name we pray. Let everyone say amen. Amen.
The governor was unable to join us this morning in person, but of course she sent greetings and correspondence, and I'll quickly read that for you. She says, "Greetings. I would like to welcome you to the grand opening of the AAMU Events Center on November 18, 2022 in Normal, Alabama. The 135,000 square foot facility will seat approximately 6,000 visitors and have meeting rooms, the AAMU Hall of Fame, 2 other event suites. This facility will be the new home of the university's basketball and volleyball teams, as well as the host facility for all special events and occasions. This is an exciting time for Alabama A&M University, and I wish you every success as you move forward with this grand endeavor. Again, welcome to the grand opening of the AAMU Event Center, and best wishes for our memorial event. Sincerely, Kay Ivey, Governor, the great state of Alabama." Next, we'll start with our remarks. First, we have Dr. Roderick Watts, Chairman of the Board of Trustees.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Alabama A&M University, we'd like to welcome you to this ribbon cutting. You know, I'm just sitting here and looking around, and a song came to my heart. Look what the Lord has done. Man, this is a phenomenal facility. Last night when I was leaving the Elmore Gymnasium, I came down, took a left, came up on the Parkway. Wasn't really thinking about anything in particular. But as I started driving by, I saw the stadium, and the stadium was lit up. And then I saw this. It was lit up, and the top of this facility is glass. So when you look as you go by, you saw the scoreboard, and something was moving on the scoreboard. And what came to mind was a spirit of excellence. This is not just a facility where we play events. This facility is for this community, for you guys to partner with us in a unique and specific way. Not only for our students and our faculty and our staff, but when we all join together, there's no telling what we can get done. And this is just one of the testaments, because this was the vision of Dr. Andrew Hughini Jr. So when he brought this to the Board of Trustees, we sat around and we looked, and it was like, man, that would be nice. But how many of us know nice just doesn't get it? You got to go to work. At the end of the day, you've got to get it done. So on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I want to welcome everyone to this wonderful facility. Thank you for coming. Thank you for engaging with us. And we look forward to walking partnership from this path forward. Thank you.
As Dr. Watts was talking just then, I couldn't help but think, you know, this is the power of good credit. Next, we'll have Representative Anthony Daniels. I'm sorry, 1 second, Anthony. I'm sorry. Trustee member Dr. John Hackett.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. We're here today to celebrate. We're here to have fun. I really had fun when I set foot on this campus, September 1961. When I look around here now, and I see, things that were not here then. Where the stadium is, where this facility. The only thing that was really on this side of the highway was the high school. That was it. There was a watermelon patch right up the road here. Well, how you know? Well, sometime my brothers and I, we will crawl across the highway and get us a watermelon and go back on the other end back in the day. Good morning.
Good morning.
To President Williams, state and local government officials, representatives of corporations, community and other local dignitaries. As chairman of the Alabama A&M Board of Trustees Grounds and Facility Committee, along with my friend, Mr. Ryan Shipp, Director of Facility, I am delighted to see each of you here today to the opening of this facility. This is a dream come true. For several years, we have needed a multi-event facility to host numerous of athletic events and other activities. Today, we are here to see and enjoy the results. We are proud of what we have accomplished and feel certain that this facility will be enjoyed for many, many, many years to come. Thank you for sharing this very special, very, very special day with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, Representative.
Good morning. Good morning. See that protocol has already been set, but I'd like to really acknowledge this president and the work that he's already been doing for this past year, hitting the ground running. I just want to, we should applaud this man for the work that he's already done here in this state and the work that he's been laying for us. And to the former administration, former President Hughini, and all of those that's in this Bulldog family. This is, when I walked in, I got really emotional because this is something that we've been talking about for a long, long time, even in my undergraduate years from 2001 and 2005. But to really be able to see this come to fruition and seeing the leadership and the execution by this administration, the former administration, means so much. I know that there are a lot of hands that have been a part of this effort, from the architects to the builders, to this wonderful Board of Trustees for really making certain that this was a priority, and to all the many alums and supporters of this community that's here today. I just want to say thank you for really making this happen. For our student athletes, I know that last night was very emotional to many of our student athletes and alums of having the final basketball game at Elmore Gymnasium. And I see one of the former athletes here, Shakespeare, here that came for this particular event, who played at Elmore Gymnasium, but really brought the family together. And so I just really appreciate the vision, Mr. President. I appreciate the university and all of the local, state, and federal government officials that have been involved in this particular effort. Not only is this a state-of-the-art gymnasium for our student athletes, it's also something that's bringing the community into the university. Something that for a long time has needed to happen, where the community itself was being invited to the university. This is just one step. I know yesterday I missed the Welcome Center, but that's another effort by this administration, is showing that they get things done. And you're continuing that effort, Mr. President, and as long as I'm breathing and able to serve this state in an elected position, Alabama A&M will always be my #1 priority. Now, I will have words with the governor since she's not here for this occasion, and so we we'll make certain that we put some extra in the budget for you this year for it. But again, I just want to thank all of you that are here today celebrating this occasion. But also, we got to make certain that this is not the last time that we're convening for this particular event center, the opening of this center. That we're patronizing this facility, whether it's having events or bringing organizations together, but also supporting our athletes and student athletes that are here that will be playing, whether it's volleyball or basketball, making certain that we're returning. And I see, last but not least, I'd like to acknowledge former Coach Petway for all of his many years of service here at the institution. So thank you for allowing me to be a part of this special moment, and I look forward to seeing many, many wins in this fine facility. Thank you.
Thank you so much for those great words, Representative Daniels. Now I ask Commissioner Violet Edwards to join us, please.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity to share with you today. So my first memory of Alabama A&M is from 1982. And I know you're thinking, Violet, you don't look a day over 39, so how do you have memories that's 40 years ago? But I do. In 1982, my oldest cousin, Sherry, graduated from here. And we're from a little small town in Walker County, and I just remember the excitement of coming to campus and attending her graduation. And I don't remember much from the day, but just the pride of having a graduate and the pride of having her associated with this university. So here we fast forward 40 years, and yesterday we had a ribbon cutting, and today we have a ribbon cutting, and I just think of all of the wonderful memories that are going to be made for generations to come. Congratulations. You know, as I sit in meetings and I hear about growth in the state and growth in Huntsville, and Alabama A&M is part of that conversation with the wonderful facilities that you've brought online and opening up all of Alabama, all of the country to come here on campus and to celebrate our culture and the great events that you have. So on behalf of the 388,000 people in Madison County, I am here to just say congratulations and job well done.
Thank you, Commissioner Edwards. Mr. Henry Thornton, the External Relations Officer, City of Huntsville. Was he able to join us? Okay. Well, I'm sure the mayor wishes us great, great, great things like everybody has just talked about. And the next opportunity we have with plenty of cameras, we'll ask him to say a few words. Next, we'll have our athletic director, Dr. Paul A. Bryant.
Good Bulldog morning. It is a great day to be a Bulldog. You know, it's an honor to stand here before you today on this momentous occasion. You know, they say vision without provision is just an illusion. It's a dream. But I want to thank former President Hougini, current President Wims, and the Board of Trustees for your vision of making this happen. I also would like to thank Mr. Shipp for the provision, the actual work, and his team to get this done. So as you're traveling over the Parkway, it is not an illusion. What you see is a work of excellence, and that's the Bulldog way. Come out and support our teams, not only the basketball and volleyball teams, but come out and support all of them, because what you're going to see in the future is the Bulldog way. Go Bulldogs.
Thank you, sir. That was excellent. Now we have our executive president of the SGA Association, Ms. Jayla Green Muscati.
Good morning. First, I would like to acknowledge our Board of Trustees, our 12th President, Dr. Daniel K. Wims, our President Emeritus, Dr. and Ms. Hougini, all local and state representatives, community guests, and the most wonderful faculty, staff, and students and alumni in the world. Good morning, Bulldog family. Today, we celebrate the grand opening of our new University Event Center. As the SGA president, I represent the more than 6,100 students who attend this amazing university. Yesterday, I expressed how excited we were about the new Welcome Center, but today I can say that we are extremely proud of this world-class space as the official home of the Alabama A&M basketball team, and as Dr. Wims has always wanted our own space to host graduation. This event center is important to our campus because it will expand our community reach, increase our ability to compete for quality students and student athletes, and serve as a further invitation for all to come and see the excitement and the excellence that is Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University. Lastly, I am honored and extremely grateful that this event center and the Welcome Center were completed and dedicated during my presidency. This is a truly special moment to me. Again, to the Board of Trustees, Dr. Wims, Dr. Hugini, guests, alumni, faculty, staff, and students, I greet you, I thank you, and I welcome everyone to our brand new Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University Event Center. Go Bulldogs.
Thank you, President Moscotti. You know, it's just so wonderful to see the enthusiasm and energy, and it just makes us all remember when we were standing there in college with the whole world and future in front of us. And we're expecting great things from you and all of our other illustrious students. Now, Ms. LaCambria Shakespeare, Student Athletic Advisory Council.
Good Bulldog morning. I'm LaCambria Shakespeare, sophomore here at the university and currently a member of the Lady Bulldogs. We all have watched our university grow and prosper over the years. Growing up, this place was always like a second home to me because I'm a third-generation Bulldog to my grandfather who graduated in 1983 on a track scholarship, and my father in 2006, whom also was a part of the men's SWAC basketball championship in 2005. With that being said, being a Bulldog was in my blood before I came into this world. Witnessing the prosperity of our campus from a child to now is outstanding, and we've certainly came a long way with the addition of our new event center. We can never take away the many memories created in Elmore, the blood, sweat, and tears left on that floor. We now have another place to call our home, continuing the legacy of TM Elmore Gymnasium for the present and future Bulldogs. Last but definitely not least, I'd like to thank the past and present president, alumni, and coaches who have paved the way for this building to come about, as well as, sorry. This is just the beginning. Buildings may be added, but the heart of a Bulldog will never change because I am a Bulldog. I'm proud to be a Bulldog. We are a family that depend on each other. I respect my school, my teammates, my coaches, and myself, and this team is as solid as I am. Go Bulldogs.
And now the president of the AAMU National Alumni Association, Ms. Mary Jones Moore.
Good morning. Well, Alabama A&M University, 2 days in a row, another blessing, but most of all, God has allowed us to get together one more time. And as my pastor would say, you should be shouting. On behalf of the Alabama A&M National Alumni Association and all of its members all over the world, we would like to thank each of you for taking time out of your busy schedule today to witness this momentous occasion. Would all alumni please stand, and if you're already standing, please raise your hand. All right. Thank you. Having 2 ribbon cutting ceremonies in 2 days is historic, not only for our university, but for our community as well. This says a lot about Alabama A&M University and its economic impact to the city of Huntsville and surrounding areas. Point to be taken, partnerships, collaboration, relationships. Progression, not regression. As I stated at the groundbreaking ceremony, when I was in college here, we played all athletic events in Elmore Gymnasium. And there was a picture floating around in which it was said to be our new arena. I don't know where that picture is, and Coach Pettaway, I don't know if you know where it is either. But anyway, we were excited, but it never happened. Well, last night, Elmore Gymnasium was retired, and we had a celebration for all former athletes who performed there. Would all former athletes please stand or raise your hand? Thank you. I played volleyball, and I was a cheerleader there as well. At the conclusion of the men's basketball game, we were recognized, and then the lights were dimmed, and the letters of Elmore were ignited, lit up, beautiful, along with inside fireworks and balloons. So thank you, Coach Pettaway, and all those who, and Coach, A.D. Bryant, and all those who had a hand in putting that together. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Well, here we are today, about to open this beautiful building for future athletic events, ceremonies, and other events. At this moment, with the expansion of the university, I feel like the Jeffersons. We're moving on up, and ain't no stopping us now. So I can use Ebonics, and I can use Ebonics one more time. Ain't no stopping us now, we on the move. My statements on yesterday regarding the alumni supporting our university are still the same today, and I pray that it gets stronger. Serving as stockholders, game changers, and change agents is important to the organization, as well as the university. Alumni, let's continue to make it happen. We need all alumni, all of you all in here, we need you. I need to see y'all name on the roll, because we're gonna make sure our university flourish. We need all of you. So all alumni, I have your support. I can't hear you. This is our university. We have to make it happen. Thank you. Also, as I stated on yesterday, Mr. Council, if he was there yesterday, he would have said that was good. But today, I believe he would say about this facility, it is great, but keep reaching and expanding Alabama A&M University. Thank you, and God bless. And I say, and I pray that you, like me, will say, I will be a bad, bad Bulldog till the day I die. Go Bulldogs.
All right, we can do better than that. Let's give all of our presenters a warm round of applause. We thank everyone for taking time out of their busy schedule to come and participate with us as we cut the ribbon for this wonderful, wonderful facility. You know, there are things that you should admit in public, even though they happen in private. There's a gentleman here, he and I had a 12-year fight over commencement. Should commencement be at Elmore, VBC, or in Louis Cruz Physical Education Complex? Of course, his vote was always inside, particularly after we had a couple of tornado My vote was always Louis Cruz Stadium. The last couple of commencements we've had in Louis Cruz, you know, they didn't go so good, right? It didn't turn out so well. So, humbly, sir, I submit you win resoundingly. So give Dr. Andrew Hougini, the 11th president, the visionary, the impetus behind this facility, the one who declared that commencement will be indoors. Sir, you won. So would you please come forward and give us some good closing remarks?
Yes, sir.
Good morning. You know, sometimes you get to the point where things get a bit emotional, and this is one of those times. This is a great facility. And for those of you that were here in 2009, I want you just to stop and reflect for a minute. Think about Alabama Agricultural Mechanical University in 2009. Look at the progress that has been made. How did it happen? People working together, making sacrifices, but more importantly, buying into a vision. Because the Bible is clear that without a vision, the people will perish. But if you have that vision and no one coalesced around the vision, it is still not going to happen. So I want to publicly thank everyone, and I can't call you individually, that bought into the vision, that believed that this is what could happen at Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University. It says, you know, mama may have, daddy may have, but God bless the child that has his own. Alabama A&M University, we have our own. This event center. Yes, President Wims, we can host commencement on the inside in our own. We can have our Stella fundraiser, the gala here in our own. We can host whatever we need here at Alabama A&M University in our own. But not only can we do so, it is open to this community. We wanted to be sure that people realized that we were not a hidden gem on the hill. That when you drove down the parkway, you knew there was an Alabama A&M University, and this building was to signify what this university is about. Excellence in having young people that can start here and go anywhere. That's what this university is about. We said to the architects, whether you're going north or south, we want a nice presence on this building. We don't want, if you're going south, you see the back of the building, or vice versa. Whether you're going north or south, you know this building is here. We wanted it placed here, not further in to the interior of the campus. We wanted it right here in the face of everyone, so you would know that we are here, Alabama A&M University. But not only there, also coming down Meridian. So when you're driving down the street, you know that you will end up, you're here at Alabama A&M University. Again, I'm looking in the face of members of our board that never, ever wavered. When we came to them, didn't know how it was going to be done, haven't the slightest idea. I think, Mr. Robinson, you said it correct, took good credit. We had to work on that credit because folks don't give you money to do things like this if your credit isn't good. Took us a while to get there, but we got the credit. And it's the hard work of the board that accepted those recommendations and said, all right, let's get it done. And here we are today. Thank you so much for the opportunity of having served. I want to thank everyone on my leadership team. I want to thank my #1 advisor, the person who tells me not what I want to hear. It would really be nice if that were the case. But what I need to hear, my wife, Mrs. Abigail Hugini, thank you for always being there and supporting. But this building also signifies something else. You know, you've heard me use this analogy before about the baton. That in life, in the race, you have a baton, in the relay race. And so this represents the end of this relay race for Andrew Hugini Jr. This is the final project that was started under my administration. It is now complete. And so I pass that baton over to Daniel K. Wims to continue to build upon the legacy, to build upon the foundation that is here. There is no reason that Alabama A&M University is not going to be the premier institution in this nation. Everything is in place. We all just need to continue to work together to achieve that goal. I thank God that He placed me here. I also thank Him that He provided blessings upon me and this institution while we were here. I pass off this baton, but we pass it all to saying that we will work together so that this is not the last ribbon cutting, but there are many ribbon cuttings yet to come. I'm not going to enumerate those buildings. That's left up to the president, but there's a lot more work to be done. Thank each of you. God bless each of you. God bless Alabama A&M University, and go Bulldogs!
Very